Hey everybody, I am Adrienne and this is Jess here. She's going to be helping us out today. And this is Awaken Through Rest, the place for all things restorative yoga. Today we are going to be working on pose of the child, but a supported version of this pose. So what you're going to need for this is you're going to need one bolster, 2 blocks, and 2 or 3 blankets depending on what your body needs. We're going to get Jess all set up and then we're going to talk more about it. So we're going to get this pose all set up. We're going to take a bolster on an incline, and I like to do a medium block setting and a high block setting, but you can adjust these blocks depending on the incline that's going to feel most natural for your body. So from here, Jess is going to take both knees apart, toes together, and sit all the way close to the bolster. Now she's definitely not sitting on the bolster, so make sure that your hips are still moving towards your heels. And then from here, both hands to either side, and she's going to walk really lengthening through the spine and then coming all the way down. So from here, I want to support her arms. So I'm going to fold a blanket just halfway the long way, place it underneath her left arm and her right arm. So you want to feel symmetrical, and so she can make all those little adjustments in order to make it just right for her own body. So some really great benefits in this pose are that we are elongating and relaxing the muscles in the back. She is releasing through her shoulders here, so this has the potential to release shoulder tension. And also we are letting the weight of the body and gravity really create some nice opening in the hips as well. Another great benefit of this pose is that you're getting the forward bend action of the spine without moving into the hamstrings. So sometimes when people are sitting down with their legs forward in front of them, it can be really hard on the back to do a forward bend. From here, Jess is taking the hamstrings out of the equation, but still getting the benefits of the forward fold. So from here, let's say Jess is all set up and comfortable, and we want to make it extra comfortable. We are going to take an eye pillow, place it onto her neck there. And then as always in restorative yoga, covering up, keeping nice and warm. And then from here, with the permission of your yoga student, you can do a gentle press of the hips. So all I do is take a blanket, spread it evenly across her sacrum, and gently press down. Does this feel okay? And then from here, I can just leave that blanket onto her hips and let her settle in comfortably into this pose. So the time in this pose, if you stay here too long, your legs are definitely going to fall asleep. So I would recommend 3 or 4 minutes with each cheek. So in about 3 minutes, she can move to the other side. So the recommended breath work for this pose, you can do a lot of different things, but one thing that's nice because you have this forward action happening in the body is to think about breathing into the side ribs and then the upper back body. So she's just going to take a couple of natural breaths. Then when she's ready, she'll inhale for about 3 or 4, taking a nice breath into the side ribs, upper back body, nice. And then exhaling completely, letting all that air out. Take a couple of natural breaths in between. And then inhale, side ribs, upper back body, and then release completely. So say you don't have this whole setup, right? You can take, obviously, the blankets. And then one way we can really break this down is to lift up for me a little bit. Take the blocks out from underneath the bolster, come all the way down. And then you can remove the blankets from underneath the hands. So again, this pose is not as supported as the first one, but you could definitely hang out here with a few minutes on each cheek and still enjoy a lot of the benefits of this restorative version of pose of the child. So sometimes pose of the child can be really tough on the knees, especially if you've got knee problems or maybe your quadriceps are really tight. Also, it can be a lot on the back. And so this is a great, more supported variation of this pose that you can try. So we take 2 chairs, and then you can see here, this blanket is just here for additional softness. And then we can take a bolster, or I'm sorry, we could take a block here, and we're gonna place the bolster on top of the block. From here, she's gonna take her knees apart, just like she would in pose of the child on the ground. and then kind of snuggle in here. Now she's gonna walk all the way out, get some nice extension in the spine. And then here, you saw what she did. She just kind of tucked her hands into the bolster. You can do that, and that allows for that dropping of the shoulders and the arms to release completely. We hope you've enjoyed these variations of child's pose. If you know of somebody who could benefit from this practice, we hope that you'll invite them to join our community, and stay tuned for more videos at awakenthroughrest.com.